Let's turn right now to some breaking news we're experiencing out of Gastonia. You're taking a live look this morning where we are seeing a fire. Firefighters have been working for at least the past 30 minutes to put this out. There are still many details that we don't know. We don't know exactly what building that is. From Google Maps, it appears to be an abandoned building or a vacant building. We do know at times people who are experiencing homelessness, especially during the extreme cold, will house inside these abandoned or vacant buildings, and they will start a fire to keep themselves warm, leading to scenes like this. We have not received that confirmation from firefighters, but this is happening on Ozark Avenue.
That's right, and that road now shut down because what you see is a massive effort by firefighters. It appears it's happening just next door to a local fire department, so firefighters getting there with rapid speed, but you can see they have a huge task in front of them. This appears to be a massive building. Again, according to Google Maps, it appears to be an abandoned building, but still in size and scale huge, and proving to be quite stubborn for firefighters to get this thing under control. Even if it's an abandoned building, you have all sorts of different embers and fuel that can be inside that can make this thing a lot worse. It also presents all sorts of unpredictable conditions for firefighters. If you think about a typically family home or a business, they have a better idea of what to expect. When you have a building like this that is abandoned, as it appears to be, and in some form of neglect, it presents a different challenge for firefighters going in and trying to get this thing under control. You can see that fire hose coming from the upper right-hand side of your screen as firefighters try to get a trajectory looking down on this thing, pour water down on this fire, because we've been watching this for the better part of the last 30 minutes or so, and this thing is raging just as hard as it was when we first brought this as breaking news over on our broadcast on WCNC Charlotte. Now,
if you live in Gastonia, you know that Ozark Road is also Highway 7. It tends to get a little busy, especially in the morning hours whenever folks are moving, heading to work. Maybe things a little bit slower traffic-wise, just because of the weather that we've been seeing in those freezing temperatures. This happening just off that I-85 ramp, and you can see just the scene. And you have to imagine this from the people who are living out in this area. If you do live out in the area, good morning to you. You imagine just sort of that big plume of smoke that they will be seeing from a distance. We're able to get really some very spectacular images here from our photographer on scene, Mason, showing this fire. I will say it does look like it has improved a little bit, if you can believe it, over the past 30 minutes as firefighters work to put out those flames, but they still have a long way to go.
You are looking at what has been now a 2-hour effort nearly by firefighters. They just got a phone call about this around 5:15 this morning. It's now almost 2 hours later, and they're still trying to get this thing under control. There's a calculus that firefighters weigh in a situation like this when it comes to putting themselves at risk, because they know that this could very well be an abandoned building. What efforts do they need to take to put themselves at risk while understanding that there may be nobody in there or the people have ample time to get out? It's a risk that, honestly, you talk to firefighters and they weigh that any fire they go to. We push in now to an area that appears to be some sort of substation just outside that warehouse, just beyond that chain link fence, where it seems like that there is something right there really fueling those flames.
Yeah, it's hard to know. As you look at the building, you have to try to get an understanding of where this fire may have started. I'm certain that firefighters are working to determine that themselves as they work to battle these flames. We know our Destiny Richards is on the way there. Again, we have a photographer that's there, but our reporter, Destiny Richards, on the way there, will have a live report for us soon.